What's up, you guys? Fightful Scraps over at Fightful.com. We're doing another watch along this one for NXT Takeover Vengeance Day. We got so much stuff in conjunction with the show, the Triple H pre-show media call. We're having the Triple H post-show media call that I'll be on. Jeremy Lambert is going to host the post-show podcast. Well, we got Rob Wilkins here right now. We're going to have some more people pop in throughout the show, but doing these watch-along gimmicks. Rob, how you doing?
I'm good. Now I think your audio did go out, like on the.
Oh, of course.
I think it could be me. Somebody maybe in chat could tell us, but.
My God, I'll check it. But if somebody says my sound sucks, what the hell is going on here, Rob? Tell people what you're excited about as we start off.
This whole show I'm excited about because I honestly think any of these matches could steal the show. I really do. I think any of them could. I think. I'm excited to see VSK go. Like I think that's going to be the match that we will end up talking about for a long time. That's just what I think. Who knows? But every single match is going to be great. I think, and I never really thought I'd ever see Kushida versus Gargano on a WWE or NXT card. So, like, I'm excited for that too. So
testing. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Look, does it sound okay? Does it sound better?
Yeah, it does to me. So
okay.
Hopefully
that's what I was looking to find out. I don't know what's up with StreamYard. It keeps on it keeps switching up my mic input, and I'm not sure why. So before this, we had some news that dropped. Eli Drake has signed with NXT. He is now going to be known as LA Knight. And to the point to where this guy he was like, oh, that sounds like a real name some WWE'd give somebody. And I said, Gisberto, it is the name they gave somebody. We got Gisberto Guzzo here. How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. How are you?
We are wonderful. Reminder, guys, subscribe here on Fightful Scraps. We're trying to get those watch hours up. That way we can monetize this bad boy. But share the video. That would help us an awful lot, and we'd appreciate it. Gisberto, what are you most looking forward to on tonight's show?
I think for me, it's probably the NXT Championship match. Just been covering a lot of Finn Balor and Pete Dunne the last couple days, and they've convinced me. I'm excited for it. I think they'll have a really good match.
I wish the promos leading up to it were better, but I think the one I'm actually most excited for is the one that's up right now, Raquel and Dakota, for the Dusty Classic finals, because I want them to win this, and I want them to win the tag titles, and I want them to get a renewed push for that division and for all that stuff that we haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would be more interested in Dunn and Balor if the promos were better that led up to it, but I know they're going to have a kick-ass match.
Yeah, I like the wrinkle they added into this match, too, with the winner getting the tag team title opportunity. I think that makes it a lot more interesting and makes those titles a lot more interesting than they've made them on TV.
They needed to. They needed that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, based on the way they've been using Shayna and Nia, especially on SmackDown, that they need to do something different with those belts.
Yes.
Yeah, I was when they added this stipulation, I was like, thank you, because I honestly think whoever does win will, I think, win the titles. I really do. I think they will, but they should anyways. But that could just be me getting tired of the whole Shayna and Nia having the titles, but.
I like the matching hair here with Shotzi and Ember Moon and the gear that they're coming out in. I dig that.
Did you guys give your predictions on who you think is going to win this?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Dakota and Raquel, but based on how WWE books things, I'm like, will it be Ember and Shotzi? But here's the thing. Naomi and Lana could be transitional champions based on whatever route that they go.
That's true. Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think I think Raquel has to be the one who gets the pin in this match based on the way they've been booking her the last few months.
Yeah.
And that's saying something considering Dakota Kai is her partner, because Dakota Kai is really, really good. Whoever's phone notifications are going off, we hear them on the stream, by the way.
I think that might have been mine, so I'm going to check that.
Also, it was reported that Taya has signed with WWE. I'll give you guys a little scoop ski on the Fightful Scrap stream. I was told that she was supposed to like debut, quote unquote, in the crowd tonight, but that apparently had gotten changed. But she is a great addition to any roster that WWE has. They could go put her on UK and she'd be good. Wild Boy had said, can't wait until they name her Canadian Evening.
Who comes up with the names for this company? That's what I want to know.
Oh, man, LA Knight's a bad one.
Yeah. Yeah, that isn't good.
I loved your tweet earlier, too, about Taya, and it sounds like she got the prison sentence.
Yeah, the judge didn't take it easier on her there. Which, you know what? I kind of wish that she was just put on the main roster and put with Miz and Morrison, because they really, really need her.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of acts that need freshening up right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My memory's awful, but is this the first takeover since Undisputed has not been on? Undisputed has not been.
None of them have been on in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah. Huh. I was just thinking of that.
I should have to go back years and look at exactly when, but
it might have been probably that since that takeover Drew won Drew had who did Drew beat for that when Adam Cole premiered? I don't know who he beat, but yeah, it might have been the last time.
Yeah.
And WWE's other reported signing today, Harlem Bravado, the Jeremy Lambert lookalike.
Yes. I'm a little bit surprised he got signed. Not that he's bad or anything. Didn't think WWE would really fall over themselves to sign him. Pleased that they did.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm not familiar. I'll have to look up his work, but it's nice when you get these new infusions of talent. Kind of keeps things fresh and exciting and something new to look forward to.
Yeah, it does. And I'm not sure what kind of plans they would have for a Harlem Bravado, but hell, I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
That match next week with Moxley and Davey Boy Jr. I cannot wait for that.
Oh, at Bloodsport?
Yeah. Man. I was just thinking of that. Was last night's show good?
What, the Impact show?
Yeah.
Or Bloodsport?
Or both of them. I didn't get to watch either one.
No, I haven't got to watch Bloodsport yet. Impact was good.
Good.
Yeah, Impact was a lot of fun. I'd fallen off on Impact after about 2011, 12, but been refamiliarizing myself with it, and I thought the X Division Revolver triple threat was outstanding.
Yeah.
Trey Miguel stole the show by far. He just absolutely unreal.
I might
Yeah,
actually watch that tonight.
him not landing a WWE deal is like I mean, a bummer for him. Sure, I've interviewed him. He's a nice guy. I know he's tweeted some things that maybe made some people in WWE not so happy at one point, but like it's good for Impact because they got to hold on to him.
Yeah.
And that's quite the talent to be able to hold on to.
Mm-hmm. And I know people always question what AEW gets out of that relationship with Impact, but I think a lot of people really underestimate and undervalue that roster. There's a lot of really talented people there, and
yeah,
I think Impact, the promotion, gets a bad reputation because of what had happened in the past, but I don't know that we should be letting that cloud our judgment of who's working there right now.
Yeah, they need to reinvigorate their women's division, though, because they're losing an awful lot of people.
Yeah. I think they will. I think they realize where they need to improve, though. Even as I said to you yesterday, the just small changes too, like adding D'Lo and Stryker to commentary, just makes the show so much more enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah, the Stryker edition, like upgrade over Josh Matthews, was great. I could not listen to an episode of Impact Wrestling because Josh Matthews was so bad.
Yeah, I always had it on like closed caption going on it. I was the same way.
I felt like they really ruined EC3's debut there.
Yeah.
EC3, what's he doing here? He doesn't work here. How did he get in here? I know we advertised him for this show. We've been running vignettes for weeks, but he doesn't work here. How did he get in? Wow. That shit is so whack. But Raquel Gonzalez is awesome, and she's throwing Ember Moon all over the place. Wow.
Oh,
beautiful throw.
It's a fall-away slam, but Razor Ramon used to call it the SOS slam, the sack of shit slam.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Another one. And then she drags in Shotzi to get a little bit more. You love to see it. Got to say, Shotzi Blackheart was really nice. She was very hard to get answers out of for my interview. Very hard. She's like, yeah, it was cool. I really liked it. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Do you chalk that up to just inexperience in interviews, or more of a being guarded type situation?
Maybe both. I don't know her personally, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily translate to her on-screen stuff because she's really loud and all that. But I mean, a lot of times you'll find that some of the more charismatic people or people with the larger personalities are sometimes reserved and stuff like that. Not to really bring up trash like Joey Ryan, but Joey Ryan is a guy that would do all kinds of eccentric shit in the ring, and then if you ever talk to him in an interview, he was very quiet and reserved and all that stuff. Now, I don't want to draw any comparisons to him to anybody, but that was just the example that came to mind. Holy shit, that power bomb! Raquel is amazing. Oh, that kick! I loved it. That was a great setup. They got to teach those people how to throw punches. Whatever Ember was doing was not. She looked like she was like Bart Simpson and Lisa Simpson windmilling. Like when they're like, you walk into me and you get hit. Our friend Izzy there in the front row.
Nice.
Izzy is going to make so much money in wrestling. Like even if she becomes like, whether it's a wrestler, interviewer, media personality, She is going to make so much freaking money in wrestling.
Oh, that was not a good camera angle for that kick.
No.
Yeah, I've been watching Izzy's interviews. She's quite good. Admittedly, I've been a bit of a fan since I saw her trolling Denise. I thought that was just endlessly hilarious.
She's really good, man. She gets it. Oh, what the hell is this? I think that got a little too cute for its own good right there.
That move always looks great.
Yeah. Okay, that was bad.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Wow.
I didn't like that ref spot with the count earlier, and I didn't like the setup to where they made Raquel DDT Dakota. I thought that was a little too cute for its own good.
Yeah, that they took too long with that, I think.
And Dakota wasn't doing anything either when she was in the ring. I don't know why the ref didn't just turn around.
Yeah.
Like you say, just logic and making stuff make sense is so simple, but it adds so much to the show, and little things like that, just the ref checking on more than one thing happening is a step.
It's a chain reaction. When you make things make sense, things will matter more. And when things matter more, people will care more. When people care more, more people will tune in. And it maximizes the importance of your product. Oh, what are we doing up here?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
No. Oh, my God.
Looked like she didn't know how to place her arms.
It ended up looking really good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Uh-oh. Shotzi grabbed her knee. Oh, okay. Looks like she's all right.
I think Shotzi has the ability to be one of those talents that kind of transcends and becomes popular with the mainstream. I know wrestling's not the biggest in schools, like with younger students, but I had a friend of mine message me at Halloween, and there was a girl at their school who came with a little tank around them and the green hair, and she was telling all the people who she was, and they didn't know. So my cousin had messaged me to ask to explain it. So I mean, she's connecting with people on some level, which is a good thing.
Yeah. She looks and acts different than everybody. I just don't want them to make the tank like her entire personality.
Yeah.
That's where they run into trouble. They make that one thing her entire personality. Whew. Yep. Man, this is wild.
That was killer.
Man, this has been so good. And I love the pace too. Like it's been a fast-paced match from the jump. And this is what I think that NXT needs. Too many NXT TV matches are, well, we're going to do the chain wrestling for 5 minutes and go to a commercial. Like I've seen that. I'm ready to see the sprint.
Yeah.
I think the sprint's a good way to start a show too.
Yeah.
Audience isn't burnt out. They're excited. They're ready to go. Oh, wow. That was nice.
I will always be amazed by that Dakota Kai spot.
Oh.
We have Joel Pearl here with us. Don't know how long he's been there. Haven't had StreamYard open.
Long enough.
Hey, Joel. What up, man?
Hey, guys.
How's
How's
it going?
everyone doing?
Whew, I thought I didn't know that ramp was there.
Me neither.
I thought she was going for the ride.
Oh,
I didn't realize the ramp was there. I was like, what the? Is there some kind of glossy table right outside the ring?
Oh. Oh, wow.
It's kind of remarkable that I don't think they've had like a rest spot that's lasted more than 15 seconds.
yeah, they've been going at it throughout the entirety of this match. It's great.
Oh, here's her pretending she's Luther. Are you on the Triple H call?
Awesome.
After this?
There you go.
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Whew.
That's such a great looking finisher too. It's so powerful and
Yeah.
just aesthetically looks great.
Gentlemen, do you know
There
what
we
this
go.
means?
This means
means-
that Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are going to get pinned by Lana soon.
Thank you. This means Lana's going to be a tag champ.
Oh, I hope.
Very happy for Lana.
What's the backstory here?
Uh,
Not on Lana,
I love Lana.
on Joel's love for Lana.
Who doesn't love Lana? Lana's amazing. Everyone loves
yeah.
Lana, and
yeah.
it all goes back to when I called her winning that random battle royal that one time. So now I have to stand Lana.
No, I'm a big fan of hers too, so that's good.
Yeah, she's a lot better and a lot more entertaining than people give her credit for.
Oh yeah.
That was a good match.
She almost did it like a last ride that time. I love it.
Shotzi just flailing her arms looked great too.
By the way, guys, I reported a bunch of news this week on FightfulSelect.com. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Figured I'd say something. We got 4 people here, but we have dead air. Don't y'all have anything interesting to say?
I'm just watching all
Man,
the
it's a
confetti
watch-along.
fall.
Not at the same time.
What?
It's a gigantic trophy, I'll say that.
Yes.
Be nice if
But
they
it
had
hit-
something they could actually lift.
Yeah.
Do they have to share it with the winners of the men's Dusty Cup later? How does that work?
Oh, that would probably be what WWE would do. Just keep this one out.
I'm glad that Birch and Lorcan have learned how to park the car. Considering last time they drove in, they left it as a fire hazard.
Okay, Gargano Kushida is next.
Nice.
Looks like. Did you guys see Johnny's X-Men inspired gear for tonight?
Didn't.
No.
Yeah. I think he had
or worse than Wolverine
teased earlier in the day, and then he shared the picture on his Twitter just not that long ago. But yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Sweet.
Okay. My gosh, there's always so many different things going on during an NXT show. And now we've added a watch along to all that. My God.
It's the best part of pay-per-views. Getting to do these watch-alongs with the friends.
Oh my God. I'm doing them to get those watch hours up on Fightful Scrap so we can actually make like $20 a month off of it.
Hooray!
You guys start doing watch-alongs for Raw. I'm sure people would rather watch you guys than the show sometimes.
I would have to pay someone more money than we would earn to do that.
Look, I'm not saying I'd volunteer for it.
Oh man, why would you?
You know,
I'll do it if there's anyone out there who wants to watch me sit looking bored for a few hours.
Oh man,
I'm game too. That's how bad it is. There you go. It sounds like you got 3 people already.
my God, why would you all do that to yourselves?
Well,
because we already do it to ourselves once a week.
2,000 Fightful Select subscribers. There we go. Which once upon a time, the 1,000, I think it was maybe the 500 or 750 or 1,000 goal was something like, oh, every week we'll do a watch along of one thing. And then I was like, you know what? We're taking that off.
All right, who's winning this one?
I think Kushida.
Yeah,
I want Kushida, but I think
Yeah.
Gargano does.
Yeah, maybe I could see some shenanigans happening here for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gargano too. I think they've just been putting too much time and emphasis on the way to take it off of him right now. I mean, I don't know, maybe he doesn't necessarily need it, but I think that's generally how they tend to do things is keep the belt on the person they're telling the story with.
I don't know. There might be money in Kushida taking on Cameron Grimes, going to the moon.
See where Taya said she was landing? Somebody had posted, hey, where are you going to end up? And she goes, landing on the moon. And that was a few days ago.
Amazing.
And I was like, Love Kushida.
Love that he dresses like Marty McFly.
I'm surprised that has survived all these years.
Yeah, it's better than AEW's Freddie Mercury. So
You know what? You're right. I thought that was one of the dumbest gimmicks I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wasn't that Emi Sakura's gimmick like the whole time though?
Yes, and I still think it's one of the dumbest gimmicks of all time. I think it's
Fair.
ridiculous. I think it's dumb.
I'd take off the time splitter gimmick from Kushida as well at this point though. I'm kind of over it.
I think that Emi Sakura is a good wrestler who can teach a lot, but I do not need that gimmick on any TV, much less AEW TV.
I hear where you're coming from. I do.
Let's just open the forbidden door for NXT and have Alex Shelley come in and help him.
He doesn't have a contract anywhere. He can go wherever he wants.
Is he out with? Okay.
Oh, what just happened there?
He's
In theory, did he get?
I'm gonna go back and look and see who that was.
That's how I get rid of people when I don't want them to come out with me to the ring.
Oh, it was Dexter Loomis.
Yeah. And that, my friends, is how you ether a person. Don't try this at home.
Oh man.
So it's basically his Wolverine gear, but like done up as the Way. I like it. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
The jacket is awesome.
I like that he is being inspired by Wolverine and is not actually becoming Wolverine like Brian Cage.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I didn't understand. Then he posted a picture this morning of a different character, Nate Gray. I don't know. I don't know if what the switch is about, but
I'm gonna go get some caffeine. I'll be right back, guys.
Good luck to you.
Oh, this is gonna be sweet.
I was going to read about Nate Gray, but I can wait until a little bit later.
yeah, no, I vaguely remember the character from some comic books I had in the mid '90s, but
Well, this outfit looks like it's from, or based on the outfit, looks like it's from like one of Chris Claremont's like last X-Men stories that he did. I think it was one like Joss Whedon also wrote. That's just what it looks like, but I don't know.
yeah, I remember Jeff Loeb writing some of the stories that the Way was in, or not that the Way, that Nate Gray was in. And yeah, just looking at some pictures, I'm pretty sure the jacket is this same type of jacket that Nate Gray was drawn wearing, and the W is just, I'm assuming, for the Way.
And Chaco Taco says that Nate Gray is X-Man, son of, I can't read the rest. My computer cuts it off, but I think Jean Grey and
Yeah, I'm looking at his first appearance, and he's wearing that same colored jacket.
Yeah.
Interesting. Guys, I'm learning so much about comic books tonight.
Well, people got X-Men on the brain lately.
yeah.
Yep.
Don't
You
want
guys
to
been
say
watching
why, but
WandaVision?
they do, yeah.
I haven't gotten to WandaVision yet. That'll be down the line for me.
Spend my day working hard on the go.
Do you walk around the house singing that?
I just did.
Valid.
Feel bad. I walk around the house singing too, and now my wife's mad at me because our 2-year-old
Joel,
sings
let
everything.
me show you a real musician.
Thought your cat broke that.
This is what a real musician looks like, Joel. Laser engraved in a guitar that my cat's knocked over and broke.
I think that's the first time that Jeff Jarrett's ever drawn.
So my goal now is to eventually meet Jeff Jarrett and get him to physically break this guitar all the way. Then I want him to sign the pieces of it, and I want to auction it off for charity, like each individual piece. I think that's
like
cool.
What kind of guitar is that?
What kind of guitar is that?
Yeah.
A piece of trash.
Well, obviously, what does it say in the sound hole? There should be a sticker inside.
Buddy, there ain't shit.
There is nothing.
This was from TNAshop.com, and I spent $40 on it. Now, here's the thing. About 2 months later, he came back to TNA, and they're like, bam, $150 again.
Okay. You got yourself a deal there, bud.
I did. Even broken, it's worth more than that.
Valid. It is.
I could get somebody to pay $40 for this, I think.
You should get the Man Mountain Rock guitar.
My God.
I think somebody found it not too long ago.
Oh, I'm positive that someone can either get it made for you or you can find it on eBay. Someone's made a version
Oh,
of it.
yeah. It might have been Conrad that had a picture of it.
Of course.
I don't think he owns it.
Conrad.
I don't think he owns it, or maybe he does. I don't know. I would love to see everything he has, like collection wise.
Well, the guitar was made by Hamer, so good luck. Cost you a lot.
What's your go-to one for playing these days, Joel?
I've been playing my Lakeland. I've got a Daryl Jones 5. That's what I'm going to start using when I go live and start playing along to stuff on Twitch soon.
Nice. So you're more of a bass player then?
Oh yeah. My guitar is paltry at best.
So whenever you start, you just say you have to get the band back together and then do the 2 suite.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Let's see what all my follows look like. My all of my buttons for when people join or follow or subscribe. Oof. Does anyone want to tell Vic Joseph that Johnny Takeover is like 3-20 at Takeover?
Mr. Takeover. Surprised they haven't.
Oof.
Well, they got audio of everything.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. I think I want Kushida to win this so bad, but I just don't know if. Who do you think they're going to have a LA Knight feud with?
Robert Stonebrand. Those two will have some sort of Takeover War Games match in 2021. Let's do this. Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that'll.
I could actually see him being inserted into this title picture.
Mm-hmm.
On the pre-show, he cut a pretty good promo. It was funny. He said he told Wade Barrett that he'd walk him out of retirement just to walk him back into it. But that both the
That was a great line.
I did enjoy that line.
Yeah, that the NXT UK champ, that Balor and the North American champ all need to keep their eyes open for him. So I don't know. I think you could throw him in a title picture right away based on his promo skills.
I think he's such a great promo. He is so freaking good.
Yep. Not sure how I feel about calling him
posting
LA
some
Knight.
news on Fightful Select. We had Carlos Toro interview La Rosa Negra, who talked about the Tessa Blanchard incident. So that's up on Fightful Select.
I was about to read that when we started talking again.
Yeah. Also, for those asking, the Backstage Report podcast will be up tomorrow, obviously, because of TakeOver. I wanted to wait. I've been doing those on Sundays lately, but I wanted to wait because you never know what might happen here that I might have to fish some information out about.
Ooh.
Going back to LA
JJ
Knight-
says,
Oh, go ahead.
Carlos not writing about Cross. Hopefully soon.
I was going to say, going back to the LA Knight promo, did Sam Roberts actually say after the promo that was awesome, and then throw to whatever came next?
Did he?
I think so. After he got belittled by LA Knight and like this great heel promo, he's just like, that was awesome. And it's like, come on, Sam, you're hosting this thing. What are you doing? You've done like 53 of these things.
One of my favorite things has been listening to the Hawkins and Ryder, the Cardona and Myers podcast, and how they troll him for his collection of figures. So they're like, because he still displays his childhood figures. And he's like, they're missing fingers. He would like chew on them and stuff when he was a little kid.
Oh no.
But yeah, Joel, I think you're right. I think he did say that. He came in and he said something along the lines of, boy, that was unexpected, but how awesome was that?
Oh, Jesus. Between that and the Barstool guy calling the women's championship title a belt, Two of them are going to get they're going to get talked to tonight.
That's the first time the Barstool guy's been on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Followed me on Twitter this week.
Nice.
One of my IRL best friends is named Brandon Walker, which is kind of funny because one of my other IRL best friends' name is Josh Fuller, and I almost ended up working myself into a match with a wrestler named Josh Fuller
Oh no.
for Primetime Pro Wrestling.
I was really hoping you'd say your IRL friend was LA Knight. A friend named LA.
I have an honest to God friend whose name is LA Knight.
Yeah.
Well, eventually they got to reveal what the L and the A stand for.
Los Angeles. What are you doing? What do you think it is?
One of my favorite things in the history of wrestling is Tony Atlas during his Abraham Washington run. He was going around to people in the crowd. He goes, "Hey kid, where you from?" And the kid goes, "New York City." And he goes, "Never heard of it." We're joined by Queen Hannah, who is now Barbie Hannah, I guess.
I almost
Barbie.
put my name as Barbie.
Hey.
You still could?
I did have someone, me and Sean were laughing the other day, someone really thought my name was Cher on Twitter the other day.
You sound like you are flying an airplane.
Yeah, let me change my mic because you guys sound underwater.
The Snorks. Or Storks. What was that cartoon back in the day? The Snorks? Snorkels or something like that. You guys ever watch that?
No, never.
No.
It was a
I sound
Hanna-Barbera
better?
cartoon.
Oh, much
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Much better. Good. You can carry this while I go take a big fat.
Mama, what are you saying?
We did fine without him before, just for the
Yeah,
record. We are doing
probably-
okay.
The Storks. That's the name. Thank you,
Now
Richard.
I can't hear anyone.
It's probably for the best. We can hear you.
Oh, when I hear Barbie, all I think about is the Aqua, the band from the mid-90s. They had that one album. I think it was Aquarium.
Yep.
We should change the nameplate to just be like Dr. Jones or something.
And Joel's going to cover that song on his first.
Dr. Jones by Aqua by Joel Pearl.
I'm sure I could pick up that song pretty quickly.
Yeah, Dr. Jones, not Counting Crows, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, not Mr. Jones. I've got that
Not
one
Mr.
already,
Jones.
though.
Yeah, Dr. Jones. That's what the people are going to tune in for.
Oh yeah. I mean, my hope is that for the first one, nobody tunes in. That's really what I'm after.
Yeah.
Here.
I'll be tuning in. I admire bass players. I tried. I grew up playing guitar, and I tried to play bass a few times just because I just the biggest Beatle and Beach Boy fan. So Paul McCartney and Brian Wilson were my idols, and so I always wanted to one day buy a Hofner bass, but I can never justify it based on how bad my bass playing was.
I've played professionally, and I can't justify that price. So I get you. But yeah, dude, bass playing is a pain in the ass sometimes, especially if you like guys like Wilson and McCartney. Because then you're like, I can't be that good, or like Jaco Pastorius, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm screwed. I will never be as good as that.
Oh, the music they wrote, it was so simple yet so complex and beautiful. It just makes you feel bad about anything you've tried to do.
Oh, absolutely. It's nuts. Jobber, I'm pretty sure that Austin Theory has been taken to the depths of the CWC, never to be seen again.
That's what I hope they do with Valentine's Day. Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of vengeance.
I'm really, I'll be honest. It's one of those things where I'm surprised he did not get let go because I don't see anybody else picking him up. So
Now I don't have the volume on my TV on. Did they acknowledge the chloroform attack?
I didn't.
I think kind of. My volume's low. I'm mostly focused on talking to you guys.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't know, like how I have mine on mute. I didn't want us to get, taken down for.
Oh, I've got everything going through my ears.
Yeah, same here.
So this has been a match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like we've definitely been paying a lot of attention to it.
Well, I've been watching, but it's starting to pick up. I mean, it's been moving, obviously, but I haven't had enough of us.
I feel like with Johnny Gargano takeover
Dealing
matches,
with her AirPods.
with Gargano's takeover matches, they're gonna last quite a while. So
yeah.
For me, it's gotten to the point where it's hard to almost invest in the first 15 minutes of his matches anymore.
Yeah, I usually say about the first 10. I still obviously love watching them wrestle. It's just I kind of know what's going to go on for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I think it's a problem just with pay-per-view matches in general.
We're back. Hannah's gone.
Yeah, she had enough of us.
Trying to fix her.
And she's back now.
She's back. Will it work?
Oh, she's muted.
She wants to hear us.
I keep unmuting. You have to unmute yourself, Hannah.
I know.
Oh,
I mean, it says up there.
She's pretending she's Helen Keller.
I had the volume on. You guys were still coming through the computer, so I didn't want an echo, so I had to wait to unmute.
Got it.
That was nice.
I can't turn my Bluetooth off on my phone, so my AirPods kept connecting to my phone because my computer is connected to the hotspot through the Bluetooth on my phone. So I'm a mess.
It's okay. In 20 minutes, it'll change over to the printer, and we'll lose you again.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you call that move Gargano just did off the top rope? Or middle rope,
Hold
I guess.
on, I'll tell you. That would be okay. So it was.
Is that the avalanche suplex?
It's the avalanche spinning brainbuster. It's Gold Dust finisher, but from the second rope. Dustin Rhodes finisher, but from the second rope. Fantastic.
Looks great.
I just saw in the chat, Sam, you're saying your dad played a Stingray 5. I used to have a Stingray 5. I play a Music Man Bongo 5 now. So kudos to your dad. Good choice in instruments.
Yeah, my best friend, his favorite guitar still to play is an Ernie Ball. So
they make good instruments.
Mm-hmm.
I played a good flute when I was in the third grade. That's about it.
I played the recorder. I had to play the recorder for 3 years. No, actually, I've played the piano for 22 years.
As you guys have seen, I am just a master on the keyboard.
Yeah. Sean has already surpassed me in skills for the piano and keyboard, so
That's true.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Thought we had it.
Oh, and the slap. Oh, that was fun.
Two things I enjoy in pro wrestling more than a slap.
Every time I see Tom Castor in the ring, I'm just scared his leg's going to break in half again.
Oh no.
Yeah, how long was he out? Almost 2 years or a little over a year?
A little bit over a year, I think.
Okay.
He his bone was out of his leg. That was awful.
Yeah.
That was an ugly move.
So they're reusing Thunderdome footage again tonight.
Are they?
Well, they never went past the 1 iota.
Ticketing. They did that. They did that 1 week, and then that was it. So I don't know if they didn't like having to pay someone to handle it for them or what. But yeah, they're reusing footage again.
That's so lame to me. It's Like,
At
what
least
does that
for the
add?
takeovers.
Yeah.
Like, at least for the takeovers, do real people watching it. The crappy part about the One Iota
that's up
one
there.
was the crappy part about that was they did not like give you a call time. You had to be on there. Well, you remember I had to be on there like an hour before the show started, and you were in there the entire time. And that was just like, it was too much.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That was the first week of the Dusty Classic because we got to watch the 205 matches that they had on there.
Oh, I love a good double wrist lock. I live for it. Oh, so smooth.
Oh, this is awesome. We'll get to
man.
it when we get to the women's triple threat.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's picked up.
yeah.
Yeah, in the last few minutes. I just always enjoy watching Kushida.
Yeah.
Oh. Reed was naming everything in our house Kushida earlier. He would
Good
just
work
like
if you
talk
can
to
get it.
he'd like talk to the puzzle and he'd be like, "Hello, Kushida." And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I had my my 2.5-year-old daughter watching with me the other night during NXT, and she never pays attention to wrestling, but she for the first time actually sat there for a few minutes and kept pointing at the screen when Thunder Rosa was on there, and she kept asking me, "Who's that? Who's that?" Which I thought was interesting because I could never get her to sit still during wrestling for more than a minute before.
Thunder Rosa is such a star, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Hilariously, in Sean's continuing who tweets, we were watching the day of Rumble today, and the only two people my children paid attention to were Bad Bunny and Hurricane.
Ha.
I sent Shane actually a message, a recording of the boys, like they were like acting like they were working out, like getting ready for the match when Shane was doing it. They love Hurricane.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like beating the crap out of each other. And as soon as Bad Bunny came on, they both just stopped and watched.
They would do that? No.
Yeah. They would never.
Very well mannered.
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So wait, what happened to Indy and Candace? Were they ejected, or did they just go looking for Austin Theory at the start of the match?
He sent them back. He sent them back.
Okay.
Look, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, it's John. This is outstanding.
Oh. Yeah, he sent them back after I missed the Theory part, but I heard you guys talking about it, and he told them to like stop and made them go. Oh.
God, this rules.
Yeah.
And then next Sunday, we'll get to see Lacey Evans become the women's champion.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Not to bring you down or anything.
No.
They put rope lights on the bottom now? On the plexiglass?
That's what it looks like.
I mean, why not? It works for gas stations, and they're like they do it in the back of those, like to surround all the Mountain Dew.
It should be RGB. They should be changing colors every single time someone hits a move.
So I don't know whose phone that was, but it dinged just as Kushida kicked Johnny.
That's awesome.
Mine's on silent, so I know it's not mine.
I don't even have my phone.
My money is on Hannah.
Yeah, it's probably Hannah.
Yeah.
And now she's gone. So she definitely got a text message and it booted her. Like that's what happened.
That's amazing. Say it nicely. Kushida has to wash those jeans. Okay.
Hello.
So my children insist on drinking my vitamin waters instead of the Gatorades that I buy them. And he had a brand new vitamin water sitting in the floor. He refuses to put lids on drinks and spilled the entire thing all over the floor. And then just stood there and looked at me.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
That was so good. That was really
It was.
good.
I really wanted to
Kushida
drink
loses
that.
nothing in loss. That's fine by me.
yeah.
Yeah, those last 10 minutes were incredible.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That built the way that I would like it, that I wanted it to build. It had a great pace towards the middle of it. They went into some high spots. That was phenomenal.
That was
Oh,
sweet.
calf to the face.
That flying armbar.
Very good.
So I was reading today and wrote about Pete Dunne talking about how Kyle O'Reilly incorporates MMA into his wrestling and how he thinks he's the best he's seen do it. I'm just curious if there's anyone else that you guys think that does a really good job at that.
Who'd they say?
Pete Dunne said he thinks Kyle O'Reilly's the best he's
Yeah.
ever seen at blending MMA and pro wrestling together.
Yeah, Riddle used to be, and then he went more pro wrestling.
Yeah.
The thing with Riddle, he always wanted to be more pro wrestling than MMA to begin with. But Kyle O'Reilly is the best that I ever saw. Kyle O'Reilly was the one that made me want to integrate that into like matches that I would do, because I would see him and Kushida and I'd be like, shit, this rules, especially their double wrist lock work. But
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly is the best I've seen.
I can't think of anyone else. I mean, Dan Severn.
No. His matches put me to sleep. All due respect to the man. Whew.
How dare you disrespect the great Dan Severn?
The guy that I had on my SmackDown show last week had reached out to him for an interview, and his representation tried to charge him $250 an hour for an interview. And I was like, nope.
Wow.
Dumb.
250.
Man, that was such a good match.
I'd be like 250. I'd be probably back. How much for 10 minutes?
What can I get for this much? And you just put up a $5 bill.
What can I get?
There you go. Mercedes Martinez's gear made by Lufisto, great Canadian wrestler.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony's jackets always look so painful.
Oh,
kicked her leg 8 feet in the air. Like,
You can't do that?
my
I
leg
can do
would
that.
pop off like a Barbie doll leg if I tried to do that.
You got to work on the hips.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Here we go.
I am a big fan of MSK. And I'm
They're
very
very
happy
good.
for them that they got to make it to the finals in this. I mean, I don't think they're going to win, but
Big fan of those
Yeah.
medium-sized killers.
They
Grizzled
add
Young
so much
Vets
to that
were
tag division.
another one that's going to be a bit of a scoop ski for people watching. Grizzled Young Vets were supposed to win last year. They were supposed to, but the Broserweights got over super, super hard, and they're like, we should probably change it. And I think it was the right call at the time.
yeah,
But
they were super over. I forgot about all that.
I just wish that tag team wrestling felt special more than 1 month out of a year for WWE.
Yeah.
It should feel special all the time.
Sean, what's really funny about you just talking about how Grizzled Young Vets were supposed to win last year, I was literally listening to a podcast 2.5 hours ago from Thursday that said the exact same thing, but
Really?
not as definitively,
Yeah.
but they were like 99% sure.
Yeah, they were.
I, the majority of the time, enjoy watching tag team wrestling more than I do singles wrestling.
Jeremy came here just to take Joel out of the stream. He came here just.
Nice.
I was like, "What's Jeremy doing?"
You're such a dick.
Jeremy, congrats on signing with WWE. I don't know if you guys saw this, but WWE has signed Harlem Bravado, but I mean, let's be real. That's Jeremy. I'm gonna bring up some evidence very soon. I just want everybody to be happy for him. You know, we are basically a farm system for WWE here. They take our backgrounds. They take making a finisher all the time. They're gonna take Denise in 2021.
We stole the head nod, Sean. We stole the head.
We did steal the head nod, but they got Jeremy.
Oh, well.
They signed
Look
Jeremy.
at that beautiful man. Look at that beautiful.
Right after he unpacks in Ohio, he has to go down to Florida now.
Jeremy,
Jeremy's
has your hair
you do
ever been
the-
that styled?
No, never.
Jeremy's gonna be doing the distraction this week. He's like, I see it. I understand why they signed him. The sex appeal. The mainstream fans will just flock to him.
I just came here to ban Joel Pearl. I didn't want to be on screen. I just
Man.
wanted to ban Joel Pearl.
What province are you in, Gisberto?
BC, British Columbia.
Okay, so Joel's in Ontario, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Wow, so we had 6 different states and provinces represented here.
Throw it into your metrics.
Flame Inc. says, who is MSK? It's the former Rascals.
They are very talented.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so talented.
The Mean Street Crew. The middle school kids?
I've had so many names for them, I can't even remember what all of them are, and most of them are not appropriate. So
I'm sticking with medium-sized killers.
every time Sean tweets about MSK, I always have to come up with like 5 different ones in the replies. So
I did it today in another show that I was hosting. So I
mean, I always tell everyone I'm just on Twitter to pop myself. So like, I don't care if anybody likes it or not. I think it's funny. So
That's like me too. But then I realized after a while, I'm like, damn, that didn't work. So I got to delete this. Yeah, I'm glad I can't go through all my deleted tweets now. Because I'd be like, I can't believe I did that. Sometimes, not all the time. Oh, yeah.
Mozzarella Stick King.
That's a new one. I like it.
I haven't had a good mozzarella stick in a while.
I'm gonna have to
When I
wait
was
until the
pregnant
summer
with
for
Reed,
that.
I ate them every day.
Really? Why is that?
Me or Hannah?
Oh,
I don't think
for
he was talking to
mozzarella
me.
sticks?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait until the summer. I said.
Why would you have to wait until the summer?
Because I feel like it's one of those things where you want to sit on a patio outside in the summertime to really enjoy. I'm a fan of doing that. I'd rather be doing that.
My
I like
God,
to
man.
sit on my couch and eat 40 of them and then feel miserable afterwards.
You throw them in your oven in your cold ass kitchen and then you eat them.
Friends, I sit at this desk almost all day. I know some of you do the same, but I can't do this like that. I can't feel awful about myself while feeling awful about myself.
I can. I do
Why?
it all the time.
That's
Jesus
how I live my
Christ.
life.
Here we go.
Sean and I like to complain to each other about how awful we feel while continuing to do the things that make us feel awful.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I spend most of my day trying to make you feel awful, Hannah.
Yeah. As I'm eating a frozen pizza, I made a big deal about having to cook dinner in the chat, and I made a frozen pizza. Could not have had a worse ref.
Yeah.
Have Grizzled Young Vets and the Rascals ever worked together? Have ever worked each other outside of WWE? Sean, do you know the answer for that?
No, I don't believe so. I'll find out though.
I can't think of
There were
a
people,
I don't know a
place that could have done
situation
that.
in which they would have had the opportunity.
Yeah.
right? There were people asking earlier why they couldn't super chat yet, and I was like, "That's why we're doing watch-alongs."
Yes. So yeah, to explain that to you guys, Fightful Scraps was started in 2018, way ahead of when we should have been able to start it. We weren't ready for it or anything like that. So I got Jimmy to kill it for about a year and a half. And I spent all of last year, hundreds of hours uploading like clips to the back end. And it was just going to be our clips channel. Now it's going to be our whatever the hell we want channel, which Twitch already is the whatever the hell we want channel. This is like whatever the hell we want channel 2. And we have to have 4,000 watch hours to monetize it or get super chats or anything like that. We primarily want to monetize it for all the clips that we have posted because all the views and all that stuff doesn't make anything right now. So yeah, that's why we do some of these watch alongs right now. I don't know the frequency of which we will do them moving forward, but yeah, help us get those hours. Beautiful body press from
Jeremy wants you to make a new shirt that says "Arrive, Banjo Pearl, Leave."
I am
Do I get a
not
cut of it?
You do get a cut of the Twitch this month. You got to check your DM so you can invoice me, by the way.
No one ever DM me about it other than it's
I
coming.
did just now,
Oh, you suck.
dick. By the way, invoices are due tonight.
Oh, son of a...
So after this show, please make an invoice.
All right, fine.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice.
that kick! Damn.
Let's go.
You know, Triple H in the pre-show interview he did, he was really complimentary of MSK. He said they've completely rejuvenated the NXT tag division. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to disagree with him on that.
They needed a team like MSK. And you know what? Impact, in losing MSK, they needed a team like David Finlay and Juice Robinson. So I'm glad to see like the pieces are getting moved around and all that. Woo! My God.
It's going to be cool to see them in the Impact.
I'm
Now,
still not used to calling them Carter and Nash or Lee or whatever the hell they are. But
Yeah. Me either.
I'm still used to Wentz and Dez.
And they're both fairly young, aren't they?
I think they're both still
Like early to
20s.
mid 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Des is 33.
Is he?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Ron Patel, Jeremy would quit if Joel was contracted. So, or anything. He's doesn't have a contract. He's on the old Paul Heyman. We shook his hand and we said, "Hey, here you go, pal." We wrote it on a napkin.
He's just angling for a contract.
Yeah. I didn't even have beyond a 30-day contract until a few months ago, when like everybody decided to hit me
Vince
up.
is married to Kimberly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Until like everybody hit me up and they're like, "Hey, Sean, you want to come work for us?" And Jimmy was like, "I'm sick of this shit.
Fucking don't."
Sign a 3-year deal." And I was like, "Okay."
He was so sick of this shit.
He was sick of this shit. And it didn't stop things whatsoever. People still tried.
No.
But,
Amazing.
yeah, Hannah knows. It didn't stop whatsoever. But, yeah, you know.
He was so sick of it.
He was pissy.
Oh, God.
Understandably.
Yeah.
He called
But
them
still
flies
funny.
buzzing in his ear. That's what he called them.
Yeah, someone said Carter is 26. So
I for some reason, I've been watching like just absolutely anything Netflix throws my way. Anything. And I watched the new American Pie movie. It's terrible. It's so bad.
What's it called?
Girls Rules or Girls House or some shit like that.
I
Okay.
didn't know National
So-
Lampoons was still making them.
Yeah. But let me see. There was this guy in it that plays like the high school love interest, and he was in another Netflix show. Man.
So what's it called again?
Okay, yeah, it was American Pie, Girls Rules. But he's also in Never Have I Ever, which is a very good sitcom on Netflix. And he's playing like this high school love interest. And I'm like, I'm looking this dude up. He's
he's like 30 something.
30. He's
Yeah.
30 in like a month and a half. And they got him on screen doing scenes of like 17-year-olds. And I'm like, you can't find one person in Hollywood that has the dimples but isn't 30?
It's because Netflix has like the same 42 people acting all of their stuff.
That's a good point.
It's like back in the day when they used to get all their what were they called? Like the Mickey Mouse cast. They all ended up
Mickey
going
Mouse
and joining.
Clubhouse. Yeah.
They all ended up joining boy bands or
Yeah.
became solo singers if they were the girls.
The Clubhouse people. Yeah.
'Cause I think Justin Timberlake and JC Chazé were part of that, and I think Britney Spears was a part of that. And
Was
Jay
Christina
says
Aguilera
pushing 30 is the new 70.
wonderful.
I always think about the Chris Rock, like what he said. If a woman tells you she's 30, she's damn near 60. And if a woman tells you she's 18, she's damn near 15.
That's true too.
Somebody asked me if Kane versus Abyss can happen or if it's too late. It's too late. That match ain't ever happening. I'm
So
sure Abyss would love it, but
Someone in the chat said that they don't watch WWE because of Michael Cole. Michael Cole doesn't commentate NXT like at all. And the only show that he commentates now is SmackDown, and that's the best one. So you're kind of screwing yourself there. So
It's even better if you just turn the sound down.
yeah. I mean, Raw's terrible. Don't watch that, but
so that's the one thing that I've noticed since I've taken this job with Fightful, and specifically the last couple weeks with all the the AEW Impact New Japan crossovers, is anytime we'll write an article, and specifically last night with the Dave Finley, Juice Robinson stuff, we'll post the article and we'll get comments, and I've actually had like one or I've been reading them stupidly, and people are like offended that we write about and like, oh, if WWE did this, or
yes,
what do you care, or why do you
Forever.
keep talking about this stuff, or is this what passes as news? And it's like, what do you want us to write about?
My favorite thing ever is slow news day.
Yeah.
I've had that commented on like 6 of my articles, and you actually commented on one of them where Samoa Joe had donated his hair to charity.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, is this slow news day?" Like someone doing something good shouldn't be reported. Like,
yeah, I'm astonished because I've never paid attention to comments before, but
don't pay attention to it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you just have to ignore people on Twitter.
Yeah, there are some very weird people out there, myself included. But just ignore us.
Like the guy yesterday that was mad because Sean has Patreon monetized.
He DM'd me on Instagram. Like I go to my message request, and he sent me like 3 messages of like paragraphs. Is like unretweet that. It's getting people to dislike my YouTube videos. And I was like, that sounds like a you problem, man.
I was about to say that.
Here's the thing, guys. Like I admittedly am abrasive on Twitter sometimes, but it will never happen unless somebody is a dick first.
That's how
ever. And they don't just have to be a dick to me. If they're a dick to Joel or Hannah or Gisberto or Rob, I'm going to be a dick to them as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them fucking stupid. I'm going to tell them that they're dumb. And then I'm going to probably never, ever unmute them or unblock them. And I won't ever think about them again. And as a result, there are going to be some people that go, I want to see how fucking stupid these people are too. And they click on the profile and they go, wow, this person's real fucking stupid. And that's what happens. If you don't want your
the issue is he's like, I'm a content creator. And you don't understand making money off your content.
I didn't want to do a paywall. I fought Jimmy on it. Like that was one of the things. If Jimmy's ever like, Sean, you never listened to me and I've got great ideas. That was one that was a great idea of his. And I didn't want to do it. And for the first year or so, it struggled. But now it is an overwhelming success.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why we were able to hire Robert and start him off as a weekend guy, and then he became full-time. And the reason we were able to give Kyler a promotion and bring on Rob and bring on all these people that are new was because of Fightful Select. And that's my thing, man. If you don't want people to find out how stupid you are based on what you send me, just be nice. Just be nice. That's it. I will never quote tweet somebody being nice and shit on them. That will not happen.
It's so much easier to just not say anything. Like if you don't want to pay it, then don't pay it. But to be mad because other people do, and then when they're like, who would do this? Well, 1,000 people do. So like
Yep. I'm excited to lose like 80% of those when we move to the website.
Yeah.
I'm just convinced that everybody has just subscribed at one time, then forgotten to unsubscribe. And there we are with 1,000+ people.
Oh no, every month on the 1st when that Patreon charge hits my PayPal, I'm like, what all am I subscribed to?
Oh, well, let me tell you, it is, ooh, damn.
You saw that too.
Every month we lose a solid 10-15% of our subscribers because of the way that Patreon does things at the beginning of every month. Holy crap.
My God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, sometimes those tweets you get, Sean, are hilarious. Like, just...
Oh, yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, that guy kept arguing with him, like, and then I commented on it, and he kept calling me lad. And I sent Sean a message, and I was like, this dude keeps calling me lad, and it's pissing me off. He was like, I call everyone lad. And I was like, okay, dope. I call everyone dope. And then he blocked me.
Man, I don't even usually like to give them the time of the day, but you know what? It's a watch along. Why the hell not? This match is awesome, though.
It is really fun.
It's like, okay, how are they going to top the first Dusty Classic match and Gargano and Kushida? Well, they're going to do just fine.
Yeah, they're finding a way.
Yeah.
So what do we think? Is that a new V or is that a repurposed one from 2003?
What do you mean? New V?
You know the set where they have
The
the
stage.
big red V with the stage?
Oh.
Think that's one of the old ones from 03, or do you think it's one that they've redone?
Oh, I
They
think they've
probably
redone it.
definitely still had it, but it's probably redone.
That's a good catch, though. Now that I'm looking at it, that does definitely bring back some memories.
I would say it's new
nice.
and probably about 10% of the weight that the old one was.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
God,
There you go. Yeah, that was like particle board.
my
Oh.
God.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Tag back.
Unreal.
So much talent in that ring right now. And then Leatherface. All
Yeah.
the talent in
And
Leatherface.
Oh, we both went there and like, except for Drake.
When he was Deathmatch
Jesus.
Drake, he was talented.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Do you guys think that sometimes they maybe push the match like a couple minutes longer than it has to go, and they hit this like kind of perfect sweet high spot that maybe they should go out on?
Yeah,
time.
ROH got real bad with that during like their peak. Like you would see Trent Beretta get
Oh,
pile
God.
driven 732 times, and then he gets his shoulder up again, and I'm like, man, we were all ready.
Yeah.
I think they do that. I think NXT has been pretty good about closing it at a crescendo, but yeah.
To the person that said, "Who's
my
the lady?"
God.
If you can read, you clearly see my name right below me, and maybe
Yeah.
don't give me a kissy face, you fucking weirdo.
No.
Oh man, I see that you're teabagging people for Valentine's Day, Hannah.
Just some more Spico. Oh no.
That dive.
Well,
was
I mean, if you could
ridiculous.
read, you would see my name. So, like, why ask
It's
who I
very
am?
easy. It's very easy to find. Hey guys, by the way, leave a thumbs up on this. I would love to get this to 100 thumbs up. That would be very awesome.
I'll go log into all my YouTube accounts.
I was gonna say I should probably do that.
I've got like 4 for Fightful alone. I got Fightful and
I literally have like 5 because I have so many Gmail accounts.
God.
I go through 4. Oh no, Zach Gibson lost a tassel. 2 tassels.
Whoa.
You can't read.
Wow.
Well, you can sure hear. So I told you who I am. So I think they'll pair Taya with MSK. Could be fun.
I would be
someone said.
shocked. To me, it's such a slam dunk to put her with the Miz and Morrison,
Yeah.
because like you could just so portray them as like the Hollywood stable, like because she has Hollywood. She was going to be on Glow, for the love of God.
Right.
And you'd figure at this point in her career, I don't know if WWE still has like the TV ready mentality with Raw and SmackDown, but she's definitely has the experience to go there
Yeah.
right away.
She doesn't need help finding the cameras, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
My God.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, I did not
I mean,
expect
again,
that.
Lorcan and Birch are
Wow.
the champs right now. And who are you going to toss it on for Grizzled Young Vets? You going to give it to Brizongo again and then have them hot potato it?
They had put Breezango in a spot where every time they came on TV, I was like, well, I know this doesn't matter. Then they gave them the titles, and I was like, oh, great, they changed that, and now it's right back there.
Yeah, and there are no face teams in NXT that could feasibly take the titles right now. So I guess this makes the most sense, but it sucks for Grizzled Young Vets who were like for the last 2 years on the cusp of winning.
Yeah. I mean, good for MSK though, because they debuted like in this. I mean, really, I thought they were going to be out early. debuting in it, just signing. Like, I never thought that they would make it to the finals, let alone win it.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's one way to build a team.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Immediately.
My God.
That was killer.
Taya and Maurice for the women's tag titles. I don't think Maurice is
Yes.
coming back.
Nah, I don't either.
Maurice has her skincare line that she's making bank on, and those babies. And their show that they're making more money on that than she would in WWE. So
And it's a funny show. I like it.
Oh, I love Marjo. Marjo is amazing.
It's a very good show.
we put that show over on Twitch the other night when we were playing games. We had a big conversation about Miss and Mrs. Thing.
Oh yeah, I did recaps for season 1 and 2, I believe, and her and Mrs. Dad became the best things about that show by a mile.
Definitely same trophy.
Me and my wife watch Ms. and Mrs. sometimes. It's like the trash TV that we'll watch.
Well, it's cool, guys. I didn't need my bit rate completely demolished by this scene, but here we are.
Lift it. Try and lift it.
Do it. It's bolted to the table.
Oh my God. Good for them.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a way to make an intro.
Thank you to whoever blocked that fucking weirdo in the chat.
That's me.
Thank you. I don't give you appreciation very often, but thank you.
I earned it.
He wouldn't stop. Like, fucking weirdo.
I mean, I've seen it ever since we started Fightful. Like, I know the drill. There are these fucking people that are like, oh my gosh, a girl who loves wrestling, she must not have any romantic interests, so I'm gonna hit on her. Like, it happened with Trina, it happened with Anna, it happens with you, it happens with Denise all the time, even though we openly discuss Denise's fiance on the air. It always happens.
Yep.
And while I do not have any romantic interests, you're also not going to be one of them. So,
Cameron Grimes.
Did they ever say what MSK stands for? It doesn't stand for anything. I mean, it's just MSK. You get to make up what you think it stands for.
Did Josiah Williams do a song for Cameron Grimes?
How is this guy back in the chat?
Oh no.
It's all right. He'll get banned again. Later.
What the hell? All of his fucking names are about foot rubs.
Listen, guy. She has a paywall you can get that shit from. Well, just go do that. Don't be a problem in our chat. Become Hannah's full-time problem, please.
You can go subscribe to my Twitch at Queens_Court, and I'll ban you there too. Or Joel will, because I make him handle all of it.
Josiah did a song.
Oh man, Josiah Williams should do everything for NXT now.
He's very good. Like, even Sean Spears' song is like really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the takeover, the Vengeance theme?
The Bring Me the Horizon theme?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's the typical NXT loud Triple H, went on a message board and asked about these guys, and next thing you knew, he picked the song.
Now, am I kind of blinded by nostalgia, or did the theme songs just hit kind of differently about 20 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, there were plenty of shitty ones too. I'll tell you what's wild to me. Like when I'm watching one of these murder mystery shows about like Jodi Arias or something, and all of a sudden Hardcore Holly's old theme hits because it was stock music.
Yeah.
Like that happened with the Hardy Brothers too. Like theirs was stock music. So you'd be watching Spike TV back in the day, and all of a sudden you'd hear that hit.
This is going to be a heavy hit match.
Oh, yeah. People backstage are still so upset over
They
the
should be.
raises and stuff.
They should be. I think that's shit.
People that are normally very like not saying anything negative about the company that I'm friends with are like, fuck this place.
Wow.
Like not happy.
Let me tell you, we did not make millions of dollars last year. In fact, we did not make any money on Fightful last year. And we still gave all of our staff fucking bonuses, and good ones at that. All of our staff that spent time writing on the site last year in a full-time or part-time capacity. We made sure that we took care of them. Even like Carlos, who left, we were like, okay.
Well, I started in December, and you gave me a bonus.
Yeah.
December 4th was my first day, or second, maybe. I don't know.
Gosh, has it been that long already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because David finished up around then. My God. Look
My
at this
company
bull.
lost
Look at
our
this
biggest
bullshit.
contract.
No. Jeremy deserves another one. Hold on a second.
Don't give him
Hold
anything.
on. Jeremy has an entirely new revenue stream. Don't give me that. Jeremy was wanting to do a Twitch, and I was like, listen, Fightful needs a Twitch anyway, and if you do it with Fightful, it's going to immediately do pretty good, and he has kicked ass at it, thanks to himself and him only. Nobody else.
That was good.
I will say, so we started our show about 45 minutes late the other night, Joel?
Yeah.
Because Jeremy couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with this thing, and Joel was like talking him through it the entire time, because otherwise Jeremy was like, we just won't play anything. We'll just get it. We just won't do anything. He was so over it.
That's the thing. Like, I feel bad when it comes to like the issues, like the tech issues that pop up sometimes. Because like Friday night, Sean, you had that thing on the SmackDown review where like your webcam mic was on, and I DM'd you because I was like, I don't want to bring it to the chat because then people get weird, and then figured it out, and that's all that matters. Like, I just want stuff to sound good and look good and work well. Like that's it's kind of my bread and butter.
It drives me nuts when Jimmy does that, and I've told him, I'm like, because Jimmy is like, what's wrong? My head's up here. The mic is off. And I'm like, Jimmy, send me a message, dude. But he can't because he's sitting back in a friggin' recliner across
with a beer.
Room
with a beer
while somebody else produces it.
Not anymore.
Echo in my ear. What's going on? I'm like, Jimmy, come on.
I always like when he goes disco Jimmy and then blames you.
Yeah. Because his internet sucks there in his 4,000 square. Okay, not even 4,000 square foot. It's way bigger than 4,000 square feet.
Huge.
His house is enormous. He's got AstroTurf in his backyard. I'm not joking.
I really do because I know
kidding.
what this city can do.
Yes.
So my network just logged me out.
Womp womp.
Oh.
Can't wait for Peacock.
Where you won't be able to
know what I'm
rewind,
gonna do.
Supposedly.
This is so freaking annoying.
I'm screwed when that happens.
It does this all the time. Is that Carrie B?
Yes, it is.
Hello,
Let me just
Carrie.
say, when I was younger, I used to go into grocery stores. I was a little shit. I'd like punch the candy bars.
Why is that not surprising at all?
Okay, I'm a little shit. So, like, listen, I got great joy out of that, and they'd be smashed up. So when I get one now, look at this. Like, I can't be mad at it. I just think that there was some little kid that was like me that walked along and they're like, Hershey's cookies and cream.
Those are the best ones too.
They are. They're great.
Is that your go-to?
It is right now. I'm trying to not eat sweets because I might be doing a little wrestling this year once I get vaccinated. But you know what? Tonight, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I used to always get the Hershey's Kisses ones of those. They were so good.
I was always partial to the Nestle Crunch.
I'm not a big sweets person.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, even eating those was surprising.
When I was growing up, like, I'm pretty sure Shaq endorsed those.
Sorry, I like this. I like it when that happens in the intros.
What they do? I'm still logging in.
Oh, Martinez just went right after EO in the introductions.
Oh.
I don't like it when I'm writing.
I hear I'm being buried.
AEW does that. I'm like,
Jesus,
oh no, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I was behind.
My bad.
Being buried about.
I hear I'm being buried. I don't know. People are
Nobody's burying
messaging
you.
me and saying being buried.
It's just
Sean
JJ
said that you do
messaging
the
you.
Twitch all by yourself.
And then I kicked Joel out of the chat, legitimately.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good then.
Somebody said, give Jeremy another bonus. I said, I just gave him a new revenue stream.
JJ, the GOAT, JJ said that.
Yes,
Don't say
yes,
somebody.
okay. And then, yes, he is somebody. He's great. I love JJ. But I said, I gave Jeremy a new revenue stream. I said, he worked really hard at it thanks to nobody else. And then I kicked Joel out.
I gave Joel Pearl some money off of that. He's got enough to afford a Happy Meal now. He's good.
If
Then
you
upgrade that
want
invoice.
invoice.
See if they'll give me a Big Mac Happy Meal.
Yeah, you're gonna get that apple juice. You said you're gonna spring
right.
spring for the apple juice.
I'm gonna spring for the apple juice.
Yeah. Who's winning this match? Who do y'all have?
All right, I'm logged back in now.
I have EO retaining.
Yeah, probably EO. They do that thing where they make somebody a champion and they have no idea what to do with them when they make them the champion.
Yeah.
They
feel
love
like-
that.
They've gotten
feel like-
really bad about that in NXT with the women too.
I feel like EO's got to retain, and then you got to put the belt on Raquel, like Mania weekend.
I wish. That's what I want to happen. But if we could get Raquel and Dakota as champs, tag champs, I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, I thought Shotzi and Ember were going to win because I think those belts need to be in NXT. I think they're better served there. Then you can have them on Raw and SmackDown every now and again.
Yep.
Help some synergy there. So
Yes.
It is truly the golden ticket. And if they gave a shit about their own rules, it would be the perfect thing to be like, oh, man, you know what? We want Shotzi and Ember over here every so often, or Raquel and Dakota. And it makes sense. But
yes.
they very rarely do it.
They need to start having some wrestling matches with those belts. Not done. 1 week of skits about Nia's hole, and I'm done with it already.
Yes. It is the golden ticket, but I'll put it this way: they act like Veruca Salt. That's how they behave.
Yeah.
Jeremy, your team show up to play hockey today? They still on vacation.
Allegedly, they're playing hockey.
Yeah,
They're losing.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh my God! Now my hockey team's getting buried. I'm gonna leave here.
Well,
Why?
Yes, they are.
gonna have
We can
to
talk about the
leave.
Raptors if you want. They've been
Are they
playing okay lately.
Are they? That's
They've
good.
been doing all right.
I see the Thunder keep losing, and I'm very happy with that. Keep them L's coming. All right, I'm out. I heard I was getting buried. Joel Pearl, I love you.
Wow. Valentine's Day miracle.
Yeah, but my wife certainly doesn't care about me as much as Jeremy does. Clearly, that's a
I
lie.
just thought
We love each
Valentine's
other.
Day Massacre, just have Big Show come out underneath the ring during this match would be great.
Damn, I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Sorry to all you people that have lives.
Yeah. I don't know. Is tomorrow a holiday in the United States?
No.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's President's Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Canada got Family
Okay.
Day.
Yeah,
It's for your President's Day.
we
Okay.
got Family Day, so that's why That's why my wife was okay with nothing today, is just because everyone's off tomorrow as well.
Fair.
Yeah, tomorrow's President's Day. I have a holiday pay.
Locally, we don't get out of school, or my wife's kids don't get out of school, but it's snowing. So I forgot that it was President's Day. But I often find out that there are Canadian holidays when I go to the chat and Melissa isn't talking shit to me. And I was like, oh, she's not at her desk today. That's the only reason I learned.
Yeah. President's Day depends on the state, on if the school lets out for it or not. Illinois doesn't have school for President's Day.
This?
What in the...
It's a dragon sleeper and a crossface. That's what that is.
But it just looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Melissa was posting videos on Instagram today of her rollerblading through her house.
Yeah, I saw that. All 530 square feet, because she lives in Toronto as well.
She's just back and forth between the two rooms in the whole place. I teach in Michigan and we have school. Yeah, we don't here. But we wouldn't have anyway, because we're getting like another 9 inches of snow tomorrow. And it's still not cleared from last week when we got snow.
It's the one good thing about Canada is we've become accustomed to the snow. It's been blizzarding here all week, but we don't miss a beat when it snows.
Well, the problem here is there's a lot of like where I live, and I'm sure it's the same because Sean lives in a small place like me, a lot of rural like gravel roads.
Yeah.
So the buses can't really get down those with the ice. You can't salt them, and the buses can't really get down those with the ice and everything. And my state is so broke, they didn't give cities ice salt like this year. So
it was like that about 10 years back here as well.
Yeah, so they didn't salt the roads at all. So like everything here is just snow, ice, layered, and it's a mess.
Yeah,
I live in scrape the roads, and it's bad.
Yeah, like I live in a really incredibly small town too, but luckily everything's road wise is developed and well kept, so we're lucky that way.
Yeah, I mean we're small, but we're spread out a lot because of all the gravel roads and everything. And while most of the roads, I mean, I live in the middle of town and my roads are still awful, but most of the roads are cleared in town, but the rural roads are just, there's no way. And it hasn't gotten above like 15 degrees in the past week. Today, the real feel was like -12. So,
now, ladies and gentlemen, was your Fightful Scraps traffic and weather update.
It's just like the New Japan watch along when we were sitting there just speaking very nicely at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That was a miserable week.
Yeah.
Even I can say I was miserable.
You guys
like
writing hours.
I couldn't figure out like a lot of the names of some of these moves because I've heard of them, but I just didn't know how to spell them. So I'm like going.
By the way, we're not hearing you directly through your mic. You might want to pull that closer to you or something. There you go.
Better?
Oh yeah, much better.
Oh, much better.
There we go. No, I pushed it away.
Yeah, covering those shows like you did at that time is like, no, the table broke. It just fell.
Just the look on her face when it happened too.
Oh no.
She's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. Storm's like,
someone
now what?
said they want to see more of Gisberto on the channel, that they like him.
Thank you.
Well, luckily for you, we're going to have a new weather podcast soon.
Yeah. From the snowy shores of Vancouver Island.
It's just going to pop up at the beginning of every single Fightful stream, give you the weather, get us 5 minutes in and out.
Go flash between all the different people where everybody lives. The weather here today is. The weather here today is.
It's cold.
EO, her and these damn high up. Whew, she kills me.
Tony took the brunt of that one.
Yeah. I still will never get over her putting that trash can over her head at War Games and jumping. I think I'm a little bit behind.
It's fine. Io saw Casey do it the other week and was just like, nah, I can do this better. And then she did.
And what that flip that Casey does is like super cool to look at, but it doesn't do anything.
And it has never, I don't think it's hit one time as intended yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she doesn't make any contact. She lands in front of them and then just sits on them. Like, you weigh 98 pounds. I don't think you're harming them. Isn't Io with evil?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
And they are engaged, as far as I remember.
Oh, did not know that. Cool.
I don't know nothing about no one.
Shout out to the table missing its cue and
Exactly.
oh geez.
Getting real weird
But-
looks to the left of me right now, and I'm trying not to pay attention to it.
The CWC logo is because of what the place is called.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not for the Cruiserweight Classic. That's what the arena is called.
So question
Temple Wrestling Center.
for you all. In terms of wrestling bullets dodged that you can remember, Mercedes Martinez getting out of Retribution, how high does that rank on your list?
Brilliant.
That was
Think
a
about it.
great call by her.
Outstanding. Look, this is unreal.
She leaves, and this
Yeah.
is her first takeover match, and it's for the championship. Come on,
Yeah.
can't beat that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did they give her a name in Retribution?
They had one
She
planned,
was-
but never
It
did
was
it.
going to be retaliation.
Right. Retaliation. Right.
Yeah.
But
Because I remember when someone told me the names, and I was like, Sean, they're like almost the exact same as the name of the freaking faction. Like,
So
I was
bad.
so
this
upset. Thank
So
you to the
bad.
person in the chat that's telling us that it's fake. We had no idea. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Wait, it's what? Oh, I'm out of here.
No.
It's done here.
What? Well, what's the point?
I had nowhere else to go, so I stuck around.
She's pretty.
Let me ask you, Stan. Is my package fake? Fwa, 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 fwa.
Why are you making that
My
sound?
Yeah, what's the sound?
What are we doing here? We're trying to gain
uncomfortable.
followers. What are we? Okay.
When somebody asks me what I do on my Valentine's Day night, I be like, well, I saw the total package.
There you
all right.
go. There it
Striation
is.
fake? Is that vascularity fake?
See, I had
Stanley?
that finish a little different, but okay.
Fwa.
Yeah, me too. But I mean,
Wow.
glad to see it. That was a good match.
Yeah.
Damn,
wish they
you
would
are
do it.
ahead of me.
it's a great figure, Sean. Everyone knows vascularity is the number one indicator of physical fitness.
It's true. I really want to see, like, I know we were talking about Izzy being in the crowd. I want to see Izzy also show up, like, on the Thunderboard or the Thunderdome screens, just so
Being
that we can be
both.
like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I know like 5 people that go every single Wednesday.
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do that.
I have a
that's
friend who used
that's
to go
so
all
much.
the time. He refuses to go until this is over. He's like,
Oh yeah, they've
I
been
have
going like
zero
since they
interest.
let fans back in. But
Yeah,
I
no.
like they don't get to sit down.
Yeah.
They were talking about how like as soon as they go on commercial, like they sit on the floor.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah, that's a no.
It's so weird. Like, get these people some fucking bar stools.
I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
no different from being at a concert, like in the pit at a concert. You expect it. You're not going to sit down, but like, it's a TV taping, man. Like, this isn't the energy changes. It shifts. It's
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good match. It was shorter than I expected, but pretty good match. I wouldn't say that it was anywhere near the 3 matches that preceded, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I hear you.
A good match, but definitely not the match that I'll think of in the future when this card's brought up.
Like earlier when we were talking about matches, kind of finding that crescendo to end on, that one felt like maybe cut off almost too soon.
Yeah. I figured it would be like another 5 minutes or so.
I thought that's when they were right about to start kind of ramping everything up.
While we're waiting, I just want to brag about this, about what the graphics team put together for me.
Oh God.
Let me see. Where is that? Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that.
Oh,
my
yeah, I
God.
saw that.
Isn't that fantastic?
I'm the managing editor.
Yeah, right. As if.
So did they end up? Did you end up using one of those fonts that I sent you?
Yeah, the Splatter Kings. I use that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that looks really good.
And if you want to be a Splatter King, no, I'm just
Wrong channel. Sorry, bud. I do enough of that on Twitch.
Oh God.
They said, I wonder if the messed up table spot took away from the length of the match.
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
It wouldn't have taken away that much, though.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Io's spot climbing the truss rod there, I wonder if that had something to do with them losing the table spot. She just kind of improvised that.
Probably.
There we go.
On Valentine's Day, Sean.
LA Knight.
Yeah, are we already at the main?
Damn, I should have paid attention to his signature. I should have wanted to see if he signed it just LA.
He signed it dummy. Yeah.
I love that shit. I love the dummy. Yeah. And then when they went to Mexico, he went, Tonto, see. He did a Fightful podcast for a while when they did the wrestling perspective. It was on Fightful for a while.
Oh, I didn't realize that he's doing the thing too with LA Knight. Should have just called him Eli Knight. Oh my God, LA Eli. Oh Christ! How did it take me that long?
I like Wade Barrett's reactions.
Thank you, JJ, for the tweet tagging. I just retweeted it.
Yeah.
Advertising for us.
I like the one guy next to Barrett wearing the unironed knockoff Don Cherry suit jacket.
Oh, that's the Barstool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had shown the end of that.
He looks like very out of place.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a country club and you're not dressed properly, and they give you one of those closets, those jackets that's inside the closet that someone else left behind. You need to wear this to come inside. You can't wear your graphic tee.
So
I mean, listen. To be perfectly fair, I'm sure he was nervous. Like, come on, he does stuff for Barstool. He would know better. But also, when you're put in the WWE spot, you kind of want to come back. I get it. He's,
Oh yeah.
It kind of bothered me that he kept rocking back and forth the whole time. Because like the other two are standing there and he's like almost halfway out of the frame over here. Like, I'm like, can someone not tell him to quit rocking back and forth? Like, he would stop for like 2 seconds and then he'd start again. And I'm like, oh my God. Like,
you thought he was a WWE cameraman.
Yeah.
I'm not even critiquing.
Just trying to keep up with the camera.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
They did that on SmackDown the other night. I mean, SmackDown hasn't been nearly as bad with that as Raw has.
Yeah.
But I noticed on SmackDown they must have been using the same people they used for Raw directing or something, because they were hitting it heavy with the zoom in and zoom out and shaking the camera this past week.
Impact did that last night, and it really pissed me off with Triple XL's entrance. They're doing the Dave Mastiff entrance where the big guy takes a step, they shake the camera. That bugs the hell out of me. I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
I'd never watched Retribution's entrance before because I don't pay attention to Raw, and I kept hearing people talk about it. Like Sean would talk about it on the post show and everything. So I watched it this last week, and I like when it first started, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. Like, they just showed the graphic up and the music started. And then once they actually started coming out, I was like, who thinks this is a good idea? Like, why are they doing this? It was making my head hurt trying to watch it.
Well,
It was
and
very bad.
And for a company that wants so obviously to be accepted by Hollywood, the fact that they don't reach out to some producers or someone, cinematographers out there that can work with them and teach them, different techniques.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because when Joe and Jeremy started to watch like WWE Studios movies, I would watch some of them. I have some still sealed that WWE sent me before they hated me. I would notice they would do a lot of the fucking shakes and the zooms in those movies. And I was like, that ain't good. That's not a good thing. Like, man. It's so not good. I hate it. Like, production is so important to me from that.
Yeah.
Like, I encourage people to look at the leaps that Ring of Honor has made since they came back. They have done so much cool, different stuff with angles and production. AEW, when they're on, most weeks on Dynamite is good. If you're WWE, they're like, oh, well, we want every camera to be the same quality, the same everything. I kind of like that occasionally you get a 720p ring post camera on AEW, and it looks a little bit differently. When I interviewed Bischoff before he went back to WWE, I was like, what's one thing you would change? And he was like, I think they're too pretty and they're too polished for the type of product that they present. Like, it has to be a little gritty. It has to, because if it's too polished, then nothing looks like it wasn't supposed to happen, which is what you use to launch so many stories.
Someone asked when the last time Oni and Birch defended their titles. I'm pretty sure it was last year.
It was December 23rd. It was a street fight against Stain and Maverick.
Yeah.
My God.
I thought it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, there was that street fight.
Going towards that Oscar territory.
And even before that, I'm pretty sure it was like 5 weeks before that. Because I know that they beat Breezango. They defended against them, like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks later, and then they had that one title defense. So they won the titles in October and have defended them twice.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie. I like to watch Pete Dunne in the ring, but I don't have any interest in him otherwise.
Yeah, they were in War Games, and then before that was the Breezango match that was on November 11th.
The Pete Dunne thing, like, he is such a fantastic in-ring wrestler, but I feel like outside of the Broserweights, I've seen everything that he's got. That's why I was so excited for the Broserweights. I'm like, oh, okay, I get to see him do something more than put his fist into his chin and like do that deal. So maybe we'll see something else out of him. And now it's like, okay, well, it's the same thing, but he's heel and he's got friends now. Womp. Okay.
I mean, WWE doesn't care about age, clearly. So I don't think that they're caring about giving the middle finger to people complaining about age. And Eli Drake should have never been fired in the first place. That was a DeMott thing. But I mean, it was good for his development, but I don't think that they care about age. Like, how isn't Mercedes Martinez like in her 40s, and she was just in the women's title match for NXT. Like, that's not really a concern.
If you can get a year or two out of somebody, do it. I mean, if they're the right person for the spot, more power to them. I just, like, Finn Balor's done nothing for me as NXT champion either. And that's
and Finn Balor's going to be 40 this year too. So
I thought he already was.
No, this summer.
Oh, of course you would know that.
Exactly.
I was waiting.
Duh. And as someone that is in love with Finn Balor, also not really much interest in him.
Yeah.
He's just it just has a leather jacket on and no face paint.
The face the demon gimmick was so cool. Like, some of my friends who don't watch wrestling would even bring him up when he would wrestle and be like, "Oh, is he going to do this tonight?
Yeah.
Should we be watching?" Because the guy definitely has the look to be a huge star, but everything else is kind of lacking for me too.
Yeah. I have a friend that was the same way. He didn't watch wrestling and he saw or Demon Balor, and he got into it a little bit again. And
I think
favorite
part of the
wrestler now is
problem
Finn Balor.
is Finn is such a dork in real life that like when they give him those shitty promos, he thinks they're so cool. Like he thinks the fucking kitty litter is so like, oh yeah, definitely gonna say that. Like, no, stop talking about kitty litter and cats and everything else. I'm so sick of those. He
Straw
lost his
eating
demon.
enthusiast Finn Balor is what you're saying?
Issa says he lost his demon when he got married. Funny, I lost interest ever since too.
Oh no!
He did. I don't think he's been the demon since he got married.
True as straw.
Damn Vero.
There it is.
True as
True as
straw.
straw.
And here's the thing. Fucking Pete Dunne brought it up this week. I'm gonna smash your jaw into a million pieces again. Okay, cool. So his feuds have been, I'm gonna break your jaw. Your jaw's broken. Remember when I broke your jaw? I'm gonna make you drink through a straw, like when you broke your jaw. Hey, I'm gonna re-break your jaw. Holy shit, we get it.
Yeah.
Your Pete Dunne sounds like Forrest Gump.
Well, you know what? It ain't far off.
When did they stop making that cloth, Finn? That was one of his better lines too.
I like that one, yeah.
They stopped making the cloth he's cut from or whatever. Like that's one of the better ones. He was talking about kitty litter for like 3 weeks. Like someone loves your Irish and British accents, Sean.
Yeah.
So
Pete got a little bronzer on his legs there. They're looking a little
yeah, he looks a little orange.
A little orange.
He's been orange
He
since
may
he
have
got
rubbed
back.
he rubbed too close to Leatherface in the back.
I think he took Leatherface's bronzing powers. It's gone back to regular face.
He's got like a inverted like upper thigh farmer's tan.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Reminder, guys, after this, Jeremy will be going live with the post show, and that will be over on youtube.com/Fightful. And I'll be on the Triple H post show media call. So make sure you guys tune in.
I hope somebody asks a question about the table.
And I might, you know what? I might ask that. I might pop in on Jeremy's stream just to do a Blue Chew read.
Oh.
Oh God.
Gotta do it. Part of the deal. I gotta be the one doing the reads.
So do you think they're actually gonna let you ask a question?
Oh yeah. I always get to ask questions on the post shows. I don't often get to on the pre, but I got to this week, which was nice.
Of course, the one that I missed.
Yes.
You finally got
It's okay. You didn't miss anything because no one could hear him on the live stream and they all complained.
And I said, hey guys, here's the question. They said, ha ha ha, we couldn't hear you. Ha ha. No shit. That's what I told you guys. What the question?
A very good afternoon for all of us.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
What day was it? How did I miss
Thursday,
it?
right?
Thursday.
Yeah.
What the hell was I doing? I don't know. I
Working?
missed it completely. Well, it's probably yeah, but I still watch all the stuff when I'm working.
Yeah, I got it.
It's
Yeah.
probably because YouTube hasn't been giving me any notifications for anything. So
That's wild.
Yeah, you gotta check your phone and see if you turned off notifications like on the entire app or something.
no, I've been getting notifications for like up, down, down, and other stuff, just none for Fightful.
Oh, they're doing that thing again then.
And I showed Sean like that it showed that all notifications are turned on and everything. And they don't.
I can tell when that happens because our numbers take like a little dip whenever that happens, and they were pretty well down this week. But you know, I mean, there was a point last year it was real bad.
Oh, we've been on our show. I mean, totally different in terms of numbers, but like on our show, we've had the same issue where like we saw our numbers take a huge rise and then suddenly just plummet right down. No idea what's causing it.
When everybody gets their notifications, we usually do like 12, 13,000 for Raw or something like that. And when they don't, we'll be at like 5 or 6. It's like, okay.
I get notifications for you and Tim like half the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's very, very frustrating.
Like up, up, down, down, I get notifications for all 87,000 of their shows. Every single one of them get a notification for that.
It's because they make the channel money. They make the company money. They make YouTube money.
Yeah, they have so many, and all of them get a ton of views, so I always get notifications. But it's funny because I always miss Uno every week still, unless Jeremy sends me a notification, because it's at noon. Like, it's the worst possible time of day to have it air, and I'm always busy, and I always forget it.
At this point, Tim and I are just happy when our content partners share a video, because that can be fun and a half.
Yeah, it's because your tooth is coming in. Go lay down. Is it breaking through the skin? Yes. We've experienced losing our first teeth, and now the teeth are coming in, and it stresses him out. Oh, he says it hurts.
As it should.
I mean, I really don't think that the tooth coming in the front bottom is hurting that badly, as he just went and got some Lady Gaga Oreos from the pantry. But
I saw those at Target the other day.
I went to Walmart yesterday before we get this next storm and was like just grabbing stuff because people are being insane. And I got some of them.
Dude, I have not stepped foot in a Walmart since I was in the States a year ago when like this whole thing was starting. And it was insane then.
I wish I could say the same.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was on tour. I was in middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and we went to Walmart because we were staying in an Airbnb. And God, there lineups of people going insane, trying to get everything and anything they could, thinking the world was ending.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played in Minnesota?
I haven't yet. I know. I don't think that band has either, actually. The one that I was with at the time. But yeah, it's been like that at Walmart since then, like every time I go to Walmart. And I don't have anywhere else to grocery shop except our local grocery store. I have to go 45 minutes to go to Walmart. Our local grocery store is insanely expensive. So like a gallon of milk is $6, and I'm not paying $6 for a gallon of milk or $3 for a loaf of bread. So I will go to Walmart and actually get all my groceries, which I spent about $140 yesterday, so it wasn't that bad. But I have a freezer out in the garage with all of the meat in it, so I didn't have to buy any meat either. But yeah, I hate Walmart, and we have to go there like once a week.
Yeah, Ray, they came out with like special edition Lady Gaga Oreos for I think the Super Bowl. Was that part of it, or
I think so. They taste the exact same. They're like green cream in the middle, and I think the cookies are pink. I haven't ate any of them, but my kids.
And once you get full, you start singing Lady Gaga songs, so that's why they came.
Eric Stevens says they taste the same, but he's putting some in cookies. All they do is make your poop different colors. That was his review.
Exactly positive. Right. So.
Also, congrats to Eric Stevens and his wife on having a third child. That retirement's clearly treating him well. He announced it today. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Congrats.
Wait, as an announced that his wife is pregnant or had the third?
Announced.
They announced that she's pregnant.
Announced that she's pregnant today.
Okay, I was going to say.
Had a cute little picture of him and the kids with bowls looking at like a little mixing bowl further down. It was very cute.
That's wonderful. I'm very happy for him and his family.
I think they made the wrong decision putting this match on last.
I think there's a big finish coming. I think someone's about to have their Florida vacation is what I think. For anyone who follows me on Twitter, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Issa, yes, I sadly get my own groceries.
I follow you on Twitter, but I don't know what you're talking about. So maybe
it's my latest tweet.
I'll probably hold off on reading it then, because I never get surprised anymore. So
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have delivery here, so like I can barely. We don't have like Uber Eats. We don't have anything like that. I can't get groceries delivered. I can't get food delivered. We don't even have Uber. Like
Okay,
I
well,
can't
somebody
even get a car to take me anywhere.
okay. Well, I just saw it in chat, so I think I know what you mean now.
Yeah, we don't have any of that. Well, like if we lived in town, they would have, like, here in Canada they got like Skip the Dishes and Uber Eats, and you can even have like groceries delivered and stuff like that, but they were too far out. So yeah, we always have to drive into town, which is a half hour each way. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. we
Oh,
don't
that's
have
who you're
any.
talking about.
She lives in New York
I
City.
just looked to see who you're talking about because somebody put it in chat, and I was like, why them? And
Yeah. No. Not
yeah, but I got it now, so it's okay.
good.
I don't actually live in a city. I live in a small town in southern Illinois. I'm like 2 hours from St. Louis, 5 hours south of Chicago. Very rural community.
Yeah.
How far are you from Chicago?
About 5 hours.
Oh, 5 hours. Okay.
I was gonna say, like, living in Toronto, we have the grocery pickups and delivery and stuff. And I personally, like, my partner and I talked about it, and like we didn't want to go that route. We also were really lucky that we have like 5 grocery stores within walking distance because we live like
Right.
in the city.
You live right in Toronto, hey?
Yeah, like when I did the holiday stream for Fightful, like that was the first time that Jimmy and I had been on camera together, and we realized that I am like a 5-minute walk from their office. Not even.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I literally passed by today on my way to get groceries. I passed by that office.
Yeah. I don't know.
I always love going to cities and getting to walk places and like everything being right there because I have nothing right around me. Like, so it's always nice to have that. Well, when I was in New York City last year, for the Madison Square Garden shows, I just walked to Madison Square Garden from my hotel. Like,
You didn't do the tour though, the Madison Square Garden tour. I think we talked about that. It's a very good tour.
I went the first night, and I was going to go the second night, and I didn't feel well, so I didn't go to the Undertaker one. I just went to the Stone Cold show. I just stayed at my hotel.
Yeah, I'm excited to do a wrestling trip once the pandemic's done. The last wrestling trip I did was my friend and I went to WrestleMania. Actually, the only 2 wrestling trips I've ever done were WrestleMania 31 and 32. Which very fortunate that I was, able to even do those, but it's been a few years now for sure.
Yeah, we did.
Hoping to go to Mania next year.
What
Yeah,
date
next week
was Takeover Portland last year?
Oregon?
February 20th.
It was February. It was like almost a year ago exactly.
Yeah, was it the 22nd?
16th. So Tuesday, it will have been a year since I've been to anything because I flew to Portland and went to Takeover Portland. And planned that trip like 2 days before and paid like $700 for a round trip flight.
I went to an indie show in early March, and that's the last show I've been to. I was going to go to one in October, but then numbers shot up in Ontario, and they did not do that. It was actually Ethan Page's Alpha One. They were doing an outdoor show, socially distanced, mask, the whole 9. But then, when numbers started going up, we're like, they canceled it. So
yep,
it happens.
The last show I went to was in early March, and it was Orange Cassidy and Warhorse, or what was his name? Was it
Horse?
Yeah, they teamed up against 2 guys, and I'm like thinking, well, I'll see Orange Cassidy again pretty soon, is what I'm thinking, and now it's like, damn, here we are, nothing.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the SmackDown that was in Chicago. It's supposed to be in Chicago at the end of March. That was like 2 weeks after they closed everything down. And they were supposed to have a pay-per-view in Kansas City in June. I was going to go to it. Rumble was supposed to be in St. Louis, and I was going to go to it. Like, I had everything all planned out, and nothing.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Well-
for some reason, WWE doesn't seem to do many live shows, at least televised live shows in Western Canada. I'm not sure why. They used to back in the early to mid 2000s. I remember when I was a kid, I went to Backlash 04. But yeah, ever since then,
That
they
was Edmonton, right?
they've sorry?
That was Edmonton, right?
Yeah.
Backlash? Yeah.
Yeah, but ever since then, they've seldom come to Western Canada, and they never come to Vancouver Island.
Well, they did Vancouver last year for SmackDown, like this time of year.
Yeah,
You got that?
yeah. That was the last show that they did here. But before that, they hadn't come to Vancouver for TV in a while, because it had always been Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa. And
All the East Coast.
Yeah, they never came west. I remember they even did a show in Winnipeg, but they didn't come to Vancouver for a few years. Yeah, because Vancouver, it's a couple hour. We got to drive about an hour to from where I am to Nanaimo to catch a ferry, and then it's like about an hour and a half ferry ride to Vancouver.
Jeez.
So it's a whole thing to get there, but yeah.
Oh, man.
Where you at in British Columbia?
We're on Vancouver Island, so the town is really small. So the closest town to us that like anyone would probably know is Nanaimo, which is about a 50-minute drive. There's some smaller towns closer, but no one would know them, so there's no point in mentioning them. Victoria'd be the biggest city around here.
Yeah, I've been to Victoria. I loved it. That was really cool.
Yeah, we're right on the coast, so it's nice, but unfortunately everything's a bit expensive and harder to get out here, so it can be a pain for stuff like that, especially like getting wrestling shows.
Michael
I
says,
understand they want to have the NXT title on main, but this match is just not doing it for me.
Michael says, what is everyone's thought on Eli Drake and NXT? I love it. I don't like his new name, but I love him being there. That's awesome. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
So, it's good to see him.
Yeah,
He's got a great promo.
I'm not a fan of most people's names when they change it. I mean, it's like they just change names just to change them at this point. But
is there a legal reason they change it, or is it just a preference?
IP.
It is a like a property matter.
Yeah, it's almost always IP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
they
yeah,
usually have
and
to
like
negotiate if they want it.
Do they ever
MSK,
think so?
they don't want people to Google them and be going to look at Impact stuff.
Right.
They want them to Google their name and look at their stuff. So,
but whoever's coming up with the name, do they ever wonder, would a real person be named LA? Like, I could understand if that's like initials for something, but to like have no explanation. And I'm thinking Joel's probably right when it's just like, oh, LA Eli. It's kind of a just shorthand, nonsensical way of saying it.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably how they came up with it.
Well, it's like Cameron Grimes, when I think somebody says that name's like somebody from a daytime talk show, and
she's on a soap opera. Yeah, she's been on the soap opera since she was like 3, and she's like 30.
Yeah, and if you type that name in every once in a while, like because sometimes I write about NXT, I'll get just mixed results, and I'm like, so I always have to add, and that's not by all means adding WWE to something's not a big deal, but when you see like two people that have the same name, it's like, how did somebody just not come up with a different name for anything? Like
it was very clear that they did not research that before naming him Cameron Grimes, because she has been, and I mean, I'm not saying that she's famous by any means, because she's a soap opera actress and that's the only thing she's ever been in. But she's been in it since she was a child. I mean, she literally started the role when she was like 3, and she's older than I am. And
Hannah,
so, when he first started.
Are you trying to tell me that the company that named the submission sorority is the same company that didn't know about this
Google
problem?
times.
Yes.
Kind of like when they took away Mustafa and named him Ali, because
Mhm.
that's going to go well on your search engine results.
That's what they want.
Like that
Or
one
Riddle?
blew my mind. That was just obvious.
or
Like,
Riddle is the other one.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about
ooh,
Eli keeping the last name Drake. You have a lot of Drakes already in WWE.
Yeah,
That's
I think there's
probably
too many
part
Drakes.
of the reason.
That's kind of what I figured too. Oh, it's train time.
Oh,
That's
good.
kind of
It's right on time.
too. When I saw the name change, was that they've got too many Drakes. I mean, there's
Train's
just
going through.
too much. Yeah, always train time.
Yep. The 9:30's early tonight.
Yeah, a little bit early. There actually haven't been that many going through today.
Oh, so really this is just a 3:30 running real late.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Yeah,
Pete Dunne's green attire?
The men's tag probably would have been a better thing to go out on.
Yeah, they're going to do a post lower third angle.
I mean, this isn't bad, but it's just
Pin him.
like,
What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Check him. Just pin the guy.
Yeah, what are you? Is he gonna do like the Bret Hart thing from Survivor Series? Just fake it out?
Thought he was going to go for his decent joint manipulation.
the whole chat. Train, choo choo, hype train, A train. Miz cashes in. Oh my god.
It'd be amazing. I love it.
Take him back down to NXT so they can be with Taya. Does Taya Valkyrie keep her name?
100%. Vince McMahon has no idea who Aoife Valkyrie is, and she's not coming over to the US anytime soon. Aoife, sorry.
How you can't have your biggest star Cross on the pay-per-view. I don't think Cross is their biggest star.
No, he's not. He's got a match on
Maybe-
Wednesday to worry about.
Maybe when he first debuted, that injury really killed his momentum.
You know, Pete Dunne snapping the fingers tonight doesn't quite have as much impact after you see Tommy Dreamer dislocate his finger last night and pop it into place.
I
Right.
hated that. I hated that so much.
The Tommy Dreamer thing.
Yeah, it did not do it for me at all.
I dislocated
Sean.
my finger grappling like multiple times because when people come to Clash for the first time, they almost always wear basketball shorts and they have pockets on them, and that's something that MMA shorts don't have. And you'll be grappling, and your one of your fingers will get stuck, hooked in a pocket, and it happened to me like that 3 different times in like a year.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's painful.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, all you got to do is pour water on it.
Yeah.
I used to jam my
checking to see if
thumbs all the
there's sensation.
time. I used to jam my thumbs all the freaking time playing basketball, and I would like pop them from down here. Oh my
Ugh.
gosh. It was so
Yeah.
awful.
See, that spot
Why
doesn't
don't you
make
pull
any
them
sense to
back?
me.
Yeah, just keep them there.
His hands weren't even on the ground. He put them there as he was jumping. Why would you do that?
Ooh,
Okay.
that was nice. That was very clean.
Pete Dunne really rocking this this green thing tonight, all the way to the mouth guard.
I am feeling a little off not having Undisputed Era on this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was really weird.
Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff.
Ooh. Man, they've had a lot of near falls.
Yep.
Every time I think like, oh, that's it. Like, someone said Taya's name is probably going to be like Taylor Morrison or something.
That wouldn't be too bad.
They could do like Taya Morrison if they really want to go that far. But
if they really want to go down the we're married route.
Yeah, like I said, I don't see them changing the Taya Valkyrie just because they have Aoife.
Make it Taya Nitro. Give that throwback. I remember being so mad when they just randomly changed his name from Johnny Nitro to John Morrison, and I was like so personally offended.
Wasn't he? He was something before Johnny Nitro though. Like they changed his name like 3 times.
Yeah, he had multiple names. The idea was to change it every single week. And
yes, I remember that. Yeah.
It was Johnny Blaze at first, and then they did Johnny Spade at one time, and then they settled on Johnny Nitro.
You missed the
that was really like right when I got back into it. That was right when I got back into wrestling, was when like Eminem was going on.
Did somebody? I mean, I've been watching it on my phone, but
that's got to be the finish, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that you missed the broken jaw, the breaking his jaw spot.
He's going to be drinking True as Straw.
Peter Dune is going to be drinking True as Straw.
Peter Dune.
All right, let's see if we get it.
Very weird not having Undisputed Era or Ciampa on this pay-per-view. Ciampa's not as strange to me because Ciampa is like injured all the time.
Yeah.
But not having anyone from Undisputed Era does feel weird.
Got to reset them. I mean, it wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't great.
It just wasn't interesting for the most part. Like they had some good sequences, but
yeah, it's hard to live up to those first 3 matches. Those first 3 matches were unreal.
Yeah. And that's what we had discussed. Unless they're going to do something like have someone come out, they should have ended it with the men's tag.
Yeah. In this match, it almost felt like they almost like cycled through the same progression a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're both fun to watch. It's just
lots of drop kicks and stomps and punches and finger popping.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Every time someone pulls Finn's arm back, I'm always convinced it's going to break like it did in the match with Seth. I'm like, there we go. He's done.
Just the selling of the fingers just feels very awkward to me. Just the way he's like, bear claws.
All right.
Okay, we're watching him go up the ramp, so something better happen.
Yeah, put up the lower third there. Because I think that's the broken jaw logo. I think this is the broken jaw thing.
He's even pointing. God, I told you guys.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
MA. Well, let me see. Is it going to be MSK making the save for him?
Who would have thought?
When they won, I wasn't necessarily happy about it, seeing as who they beat, but I thought that they were going to have an interesting title reign, and as we discussed, haven't done much of anything.
Well, they're doing something now.
Someone in the chat yelling at Sting.
And Tony Schiavone has to announce them first, so it's...
He just comes out from the back.
Yeah.
They just knocked out Daryl. Daryl's done for.
Brother Daryl.
Poor Daryl.
He's strong.
Not the jaw.
Knocked out the official with a push.
This is where.
There's everyone's best friend.
There we go.
You couldn't do a show without him, right?
Exactly.
Couldn't do it without him. The 3 best members of Undisputed
They're dressed the same. They got the black shoes. Oh, holy shit! Roderick Strong's wearing a red shirt.
You know what that means? That means Roddy's turn. Oh no, never mind.
Oh no,
Kyle
they're all
O'Reilly's
wearing red shirts.
Yep,
They're
never
all wearing
mind.
red shirts, black hoodies, black.
Maybe.
Oh no,
Maybe the.
black pants, black shoes.
But
Adam
we don't know
Cole
what
and the
we don't know what
Babies.
Cole's wearing. We don't know what Cole's wearing. Is
I
Cole gonna
wish
be the guy?
he was wearing a club shirt, a Bullet Club shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, are they gonna triple team him? No.
It's Adam
That'd be too
Cole
easy.
and the Babies.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Kyle has on his different, like, super tight pants that are a little gray. So maybe he's going to be one that turns.
Look at those kicks on Cole.
And like what? Interesting.
I need Finn Balor to be the 4th member of Undisputed Era. I've said this every single week.
Bobby Fish didn't die, Hannah. He's still around.
Who?
He,
I don't know what you're talking
Are
about.
they doing
They
what I
look
think
good.
they're about to do?
I don't know who you're talking about, but
Oh, my
the
God.
person that you previously referenced is
Oh,
still stuck in DC from the riots.
oh! Did you see that?
I saw it coming. I was like, why is Adam Cole not wearing the red shirt?
He's Adam
Oh, that's
Cole
good.
and the Babies.
Not anymore. It's not. He's done.
Come on,
He ain't wearing
Chubbs.
that shirt, baby. I told
What
you
the
he's not
hell,
wearing that red shirt.
Oh, please be a club shirt.
He's gonna wear an Imperium shirt. He's the new head of Imperium.
God damn it, Chugs.
I wish he'd just do it, and it's like Tama's right, Tonga's right.
I can't wait till Wednesday when they're all mean to him on Uno because he's turned on them.
Well, that was a good finish. I like that. That was fantastic.
It's not the
What the
summer
hell, Roddy?
vacation I wanted. It's not the Florida vacation I wanted.
I mean, here's the thing. I kind of wanted Cole and Balor to kind of do a thing to be like, hey, look, we're doing Bullet Club over here too. Just to
Right.
troll people.
Yeah.
I think that would have been very cool.
I, as most people know, adore Adam Cole the person. He is the nicest person ever. Just a very kind, genuine person. Like, I've had so many people tell me about how after shows they would have to be like, dude, you got to stop signing autographs. Like, we got to go. Like, he would want to sign every single person's autograph. He's not as good as a babyface as he is. He's just such a good heel. Like, nobody buys him as a babyface. He needs to be a heel.
Well, hopefully you guys head over to
Damn it.
youtube.com/Fightful and buy some super chats because it's time for the post show. Joel Pearl, tell the people where they can find you really quick.
Y'all can find me at Joel Pearl, JoelPearl. I'll leave it at that for now because all the rest of the stuff is on the bio.
Anna?
You can find me on Twitter at YourQueenHan and follow me on Twitch at Queens_Court.
Oh, Bobby Wilkins?
You can follow me at Rob Wilkins. Otherwise, on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, I cover AEW for Fightful.com. Yeah, that's about it.
And Gisberto.
I'm on Twitter at Gutsmatic and Fightful every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Guys, thank you all so much. Of course, FightfulSelect.com. If you guys like these, we might keep doing them. We've got kind of pretty well free reign to do whatever the hell we want, so that's pretty cool. But until next time, guys, leave a thumbs up. We're out.